The moving from Iraq was very different and was very challenging for me. I was afraid and anxious, but thanks to the people who are around me, the teachers and the students, who are now friends and lifelong mentors, I didn't feel isolated. They helped me feel that I belonged with them, and they taught me a lot about the life here. They didn't only prepare me for life after high school, but they've also made me who I am today. I also want to thank my parents, especially my mother. She always encouraged me and helped me. Even when she was studying and working, she also found the time to support me. Without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. So if there is one thing that I want for all of you to remember, it's to treasure those people and believe in yourself. In the end, they all will help you, and they will all be there for you. But it's all up to you to believe in yourself and follow your own dream. So thank you, and congratulations for Class of 2020.
Hi, my name is Artemis Carlisle, and I'd like to start off by saying thank you to my teachers, my family, and my friends. Without all of you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Now, I can say with certainty that we've learned a lot in the past 4 years. For example, we know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. We can write an essay in 30 minutes or less. We can find the volume of a cylinder, and if you got lucky, you learned how to swear in your foreign language class. Although all of these things are helpful in their own way, there's something that wasn't in any textbook, but was in our classroom, that I think is even more important, and that's empathy. From the start, our generation has faced a lot of hardships. But these events have just made us into a group of extremely caring, empathetic, and kind people. And I think as the class of 2020, it is now our job to take what we have learned and use it to make the world a better place. We can be the change that we've been waiting for. Thank you.
My past 4 years of high school have taught me a lot, as I'm sure everyone else can agree. Everyone lives such different lives, and it's very easy to judge someone for theirs. But not everyone tells the same story. Not everyone has a family that's supportive and loving as my own. It's easy to look at someone without considering what their nights are like, where they slept, if they ate, what they ate. To quickly judge them and create a story for them in your mind. But that's not their story. Each story is unique and fragile, and everyone has their own story. There's enough heartache in this world for you to cause them more grief. I learned this quickly in high school. I learned this through some amazing teachers, friends, and my parents, and books. It is the reason why I am who I am today. I owe a big part of that to two very great friends who helped me through high school and senior year. And a thank you to author David Arnold, who once wrote that we are all part of the same story, each of us different chapters. We may not have the power to choose setting or plot, we can choose the kind of characters we want to be. Thank you.
I believe this has been a great year of growth for me personally. As someone who's always found herself retreating from any situation that brings attention, I found that I've let go of that a bit from back in the fall, and I have all of my friends to thank for that. The ones who have stuck with me throughout the years to the ones who I've met only a few months prior. They're all relationships I feel will have a long-lasting effect on me and have made me far happier this year than the rest. And with everything that's happening these days, I believe it's important that we all cherish our ties with each other, all the more because of it, and that we act to ensure each other's safety and happiness. And I've seen the class of 2020 grow into some of the kindest, smartest, most inspiring people I've met, and I'm eager to see what kind of change we could bring about in the world for the better, no matter what path we decide to take after high school. Good luck to everyone, and wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Hey everybody! These past 4 years have been anything but easy for me. I've persevered and fought through so much. Way too much for me to try to explain right now. But regardless of what I went through, I still became a valedictorian. I channeled all the negative energy and emotion in my life into my studies, and I made it something positive. And now here I am in front of all of you giving this speech, and I just want you guys to know one thing. I'm not only proud of myself, I'm proud of all of you. I know every single person here has experienced hardships and setbacks in their life, especially in high school. And yet, here we are. I did it, you did it, we did it. And with all that being said, I want to leave you guys with one last thing. The legendary words of the Breakfast Club, but with a twist. Dear administration, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday on this field for whatever it is we did right. But we think you're crazy for making us write speeches telling you who we think we are. You see us how you want to see us, in the simplest terms, in the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain, an athlete, a basket case, a princess, a criminal, and a bulldog. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, the class of 2020. Congrats, everybody!
Being a young adult is frightening and challenging, especially during times like these. The transition from adolescence to adulthood has always been difficult and painful. We're told that to succeed, we must behave the way our predecessors want us to. We're faced with so many questions about our future and our identity that it's exhausting to actually sit down and think about them. It's even more exhausting when we live in a cultural climate that takes pride in stagnation, uniformity, and perfection. However, our generation has decided that we no longer wish to take part in these antiquated beliefs and traditions. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to be different. But it's not okay to judge someone based on something they cannot control. Where you come from or what you look like or who you love is no one else's concern. What really matters is that you're not afraid of growing and changing as a person. Life is not stagnant, and neither are we. A good friend of mine once told me that it's not about where you come from, it's where you're going. And where we're going, there's room for everyone.
Hello. Dreaming about this year as a little kid, none of us could have imagined that this is what our senior year would be like. But this is our reality, and although events are very serious and very sad, I encourage you to look at it optimistically. Time stuck inside can be spent to better yourself and change and better the world. Learn about yourself, learn about others, learn about everything and anything you can. When quarantine is slowly lifted, don't stop. Continue to be the change you want to see in the world. Use your voice, speak up, have your opinions, and be proud of them. And remember, when God closes one door, He's making room to open another. I love you all. Be safe. And congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Good afternoon. Here it is, our graduation ceremony. This probably isn't what we all expected, but that seems to be the theme for class of 2020. Like most of my classmates, I was born in 2001, the year our country faced an unprecedented terrorist attack on American soil. And now, we're enduring an unbelievable global pandemic that has left us quarantined and short on toilet paper. These historic experiences have left us uniquely prepared for unprecedented success. We've been required to be resilient, we've practiced patience, and we've perfected perseverance. We got this. Thank you to the family, friends, and educators who have loved and supported us along the way. And congratulations to Smyrna High School, class of 2020.
It's astonishing to me knowing that we've reached this chapter of our lives. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've been embarrassed together, and we've even dreamed together. Although the end of the school year wasn't expected nor was it welcome, we must continue to look forward to the future. We must continue to support each other and to persist in our goals and dreams. Remember, we are going through this together, and each and every single one of you has the ability to thrive in life. As one of our favorite blue aliens says, Ohana. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Class of 2020 will not be forgotten. And not because of the misfortune that we endured, no. But because of the strength and the unity we had in overcoming it. Congratulations, class of 2020, on that strength.
I never would have imagined our final high school experiences to end so abruptly and tragically. Looking back now and trying to write the speech, I've broken down in tears thinking about all the experiences we've lost in the last few months. However, even with the global pandemic and quarantine, my time at Smyrna High School was not wasted. Not once throughout my high school career was I without a friend to laugh with in the good times, or a shoulder to lean on in the rough ones. I was always surrounded by an amazing support group, whether it be the faculty or the wonderful people I call my friends. These people helped form me into the young woman I am today, and for that, I thank you. As we move forward, we should take these troubling times and learn from them, learn to persevere and face any challenge head on. I have no doubt in my mind that the class of 2020 will be a class to change the world. I love Smyrna High School and the many great friends and memories I've had here. I will miss you all. Good luck and go Dogs.
As for now, we've reached a milestone in our life by graduating high school. I'm surprised by how things turned out for the senior year and also quite upset. We never got to say farewell to our teachers physically. I want to say thank you to all of them for everything they've done for me and for all the success that they held for me. I'm planning on going to college this fall, and I wouldn't be able to say it right now that I can acknowledge the differences of college and high school and also be as prepared as I am right now for it. Thank you all for this and for many other things I got to experience for the 4 years I spent here.
The class of 2020 have managed to leave a mark on not only our school, but on the world. We have countlessly proven our strength and power in everything that we do. We are not a class to be forgotten, and we have all made that very clear. It is our generation that are uplifting the voices that are struggling to be heard. It is our generation that are doing everything we can to help. We have the initiative and drive to encourage change, and it is our job to see it through. I know we can all do our part in making a difference in the world that was handed to us, and it is about time we make things right. We are the generation of change and new beginnings, and I hope we can all come together to improve our world for generations to come.
Although we may not have ended our senior year the way we envisioned, we still have a lot to celebrate. These past 4 years have been a time for us to grow together as a Bulldog family. From pep rallies to football games to homecoming carnivals, we have shared memories and experiences together that we will never forget. We have endured some of the hardest moments of our lives while being in high school, but still we prevailed. And none of this would have been possible without the staff and administration. Huge thanks to all the teachers who put in countless hours so that we can succeed. Special thanks to Miss Nickerson and Dr. Gaddy for pushing me to be better than I ever thought I could be in class, to Miss Pop for being my go-to, to Miss Takayama for always having a listening ear, and finally, to Dr. Sutherland for always being willing to consider the ideas of the student body and helping to create a sense of family at Smyrna High School. Class of 2020 cannot be defeated. It might have been a hard 4 years, but we did it as a Bulldog family.
Welcome, friends, family in the class of 2020. I am honored to stand before you through video to give my valedictorian speech today. First, I would like to thank the staff of Smyrna High. We have truly some of the best coaches, teachers, administrators, janitorial staff, lunch ladies, and faculty. I would personally like to thank Mr. Moser, Coach Trumpauer, Dr. Gaddy, Miss Miller, Miss Jones, and Miss Nickerson. Now, life is like writing a book. We plan outlines for our future, like for our senior years. I'll have my last pep rally, have senior night, go to prom, and then walk across the stage. The unfortunate thing though about these outlines is that they can get disrupted or even erased. The good thing though is that you're still the writer. You decide how to respond to these challenges. What seems like a huge failure right now might just be a small blip in your life story. Graduates, we have so many chapters ahead of us. The most exciting, difficult, and adventurous are just about to begin. I can't wait to see what our life stories will look like at our future reunions. Until then, bye Bulldogs!
Hey there fellow classmates, I'm Grace and I'm one of your valedictorians. Most graduation speeches in the past focus on the shared memories like senior week, the senior prank, and prom. Unfortunately, we never got that classic senior year experience with the last and most important 3 months of our year torn away from us. But that doesn't mean we were any less connected. In fact, our connections are even stronger because of the experiences and emotions we've all shared even though we were apart. Not only do we share an unbreakable bond, but I believe this class and generation can be the change the future needs. I urge all of you to become leaders and continuing using your voices by speaking out against the many injustices in this world, such as racism, sexism, and homophobia. You can do so by signing petitions, registering to vote, contacting local legislators, and much more. I'm going to end this off by using a motto we had in Interact and say, be the change you wish to see in the world. A farewell to your unique class. Thank you, Smyrna High, class of 2020.